Today I am going to give you 2 goalie pad adjustments that are going to help save your hips and knees, make them feel better on and off the ice. Welcome back to Goalie Training Pro TV. I'm Maria Mountain. I'm an exercise physiologist who specializes in off-ice goalie training, which means I help you win more games with fewer injuries. Today we're talking about making your hips and knees feel better. Let's get at it. So we're talking about 2 simple modifications you can make to your pads. It's going to take biomechanical load off your hips and knees, and actually your ankles a little bit too. The first and probably easiest change you can do is switching to elastic toe ties of some sort. These are the Pro Laces Armor. I love them. These are on my Warrior GT2 pads, and I find that my pads stay with my skate. They rotate nicely, but it isn't pulling on my skate. So when you have just a regular skate lace and you've got that tied into your toe bridge, when your pad rotates and sits flat on the ice, it's pulling your toe up. It's keeping your toe kind of centered on the pad. So it's externally rotating at your tibia, which is going to put some torque through to your knees. And over time, it can feel uncomfortable. So super easy way to take some of that torque off your knees is to go to an elastic toe tie. So then my foot can sit where it naturally sits. Nothing is pulling up on it. I know some of you love your skate lace toe tie. So I'm not going to mess with that because how you wear your equipment is such an individual decision. But if you do love it and it's like, no way, I'm not getting rid of my skate lace, then just make sure you tie a few extra knots in it up here. So let's say if this was a skate lace toe tie, you would tie, and it's going to be really thick because this is a little bit thicker, but you would tie a couple of knots at the toe just to create a little bit of slack in the system so that then, your foot isn't getting pulled. You're not getting that tibial external rotation force that's going to put torque through your knee joint. So it's not going to look like that because this isn't a skate lace. It's a skate lace plus, or it's a bungee plus a little sheathing in there. So this is a lot bulkier than it would look if you did it with your skate lace. But if you're like, no way, no how, I'm not getting rid of my skate lace, just tie 2 knots in there to start with and see. I don't even think you'll notice a difference, but it will take some of the torque off your knee in particular. If you have already made the switch to elastic toe ties, drop a comment below to let me know what you found. Did you like it? Didn't you like it? I'm interested in both sides. But personally, I love it. Tell me what toe ties that you like. I'm a huge fan of the Pro Laces, but when I got these are my brand new Warrior G5E Pluses, and they came with the stock Warrior toe tie, which kind of goes through the toe of your skate, of your blade, and then it hooks in like that. So when I bought these pads, I didn't think to pick up a pair. Now you can buy Pro Laces at the hockey shop, but I didn't think to get a pair of Pro Laces. So I was like, doesn't matter. I didn't want to take them off those pads because I like the way they are on those pads. So I thought, well, you know what? I'll just play with the stock toe tie this weekend, and then I'll order a new pair of Pro Laces and put them on for next weekend. But you know what? I didn't notice a difference. I liked it. When I got those pads, I found the Warrior, I blamed it on the Warrior stock toe tie. Found the pads were over rotating. I was landing on the face of the pad more than I would like, which I basically don't ever like. Well, like nobody ever likes that to happen. So that's why I swapped out. But so far these have been fine. So I probably, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I'll probably just keep rolling with those. Tell me if you've used these or what versions you like the best. The second thing you can do, and you probably can't do it on all pads. I wear Warrior pads. One of the things I really like about them is they think, I feel like actual goalies design the pads and they think, what would be good here? So it is to increase the height of your knee stack. So what I did was I got crafty and I ordered some crafting foam. I just searched EVA foam, 2mm, and I got about 20 sheets of this for like, I don't know, $15 or something on the Amazon. But it's just EVA foam. It could be even, remember those old blue pads we used to have for sleeping on when we would go camping? It could probably even be like cut up an old yoga mat, something like that. So I just cut it down, and then I'm going to stack like 4 of them together. I had ones before that I actually got at the goalie shop nearby. I just went in, it's called Pete Sports. I just went in and I said to the guy who worked there, do you have any sort of thing that I can put in my pads to make my knee stack taller? And he went into the back and rummaged around and came out with one that was all done up and had Velcro on it and everything. And he's like this? I was like, yes, that's exactly what I want. So you can always try, and people are like, where did you get that? What's it called? And it's like, I just went in and asked the guy for like a thing that I could put in my knee stack to make it taller. So you can always try that. That can be your plan B if you aren't crafty like I am. And I'm nothing if not crafty. So I'm just taping it together like that. So I think this is about 2mm EVA foam. So 2 times 4, carry the 1, so that'd be about 8mm of height. Then we need to do a little bit of surgery on our pads. So with the Warrior pads, again, yours might be different, so you're gonna have to think around with it and see what works. You're gonna open this up like that, and then you can see there's 2 flaps here. And with those, you open those up, come saw. Then what that lets you do is open up the inside. It's aggressive here. And I could move this strap, or I could even take it out altogether if I chose to do that. I don't know why, but you could. And so I'm just gonna slide that down in there. And then I'm going to do up the Velcro again. And so the one I got at the store was kind of better because it was like they'd put Velcro on both sides to match the Velcro so that it would really stick in there. But I think this is going to work just fine. So then I'm going to put that back because it really attaches back around here. I've got it attached along the top and back here. And then I'll put that back. Boom. And then there we go. So now I've got about 8mm more rise on my, more height on my knee stack. And so what that does when I actually have my knee pad on is as I lift my knee higher off the ground or further from the ice, there's less torque through my knee. And it lets me get a little more comfortable in my butterfly as well. I feel like I can get more hip internal rotation without quite so much force at my knee joint. And it will also definitely take some torque off your ankle. So just things like getting in your RVH is going to feel a lot better in your knee and your ankle when you have that extra little height. I also wear the Bauer G-Form knee pads that have, again, they add a little bit of height, and I'll wear my Warrior Ritual knee pads over that, and again, they give you a little extra height too. In addition to that, things you can do to take torque off your ankles, knees, hips. Resist the temptation to get the extreme type blades or blades that are taller. I know that now even manufacturers, they're making the blade holder taller. I don't know if they're making the blades a little bit taller too, and it does give you better bite, but it does add torque, and so it adds more stress to your ankle and your knee and up the chain to your hip. So if you can resist that temptation, it seems like a really good idea. And even on the ice, it feels like you get a lot of bite, but you probably be better just to work a bit on your skating technique so that you're not adding that extra torque. Or you could always just upgrade your internal hardware a little bit by working on your hip mobility so you maximize, your hip internal rotation. We can't improve our knee valgus, you know, our knee doesn't bend laterally, but if we can increase the range of motion in our hips, that gives us a little bit more freedom to play with at the knee joint. Same goes if we can improve our ankle mobility. So if you want to get looser hips, more hip internal rotation, a little bit wider butterfly flare, then you should check out the Butterfly Challenge. It's a free app. Just go to your app store, search Butterfly Challenge, or we'll drop a link in the description for you. If you found this video helpful in any way, if you have any questions, drop those questions in the comments below. If you found this video helpful, hit me with a like. I'd appreciate it. If you haven't done so already, subscribe. If you've already subscribed, hit the bell, and then you're done. Like, then there's nothing else that you need to do other than just watch awesome videos all day long. I will catch you next week, same bat time, same bat channel.